Hello guys, isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Welcome to my mini paradise, my mini garden in Gomez Street, Pamplona 1, Las Piñas City. This is Romeo's Garden, and for today's vlog is I will be flexing and showing to you the ever favorite of mine. This is one of the best house plants in next year, 2023. This is called the Spathiphyllum sensation, also known as peace lily sensation, white sails, spathe flower. And for the introduction guys, you know what, that peace lily is one of the easiest and most common house plants to grow because they thrive in low light conditions, which makes it perfect for beginners and for every house. Originally from Asia, they have conquered almost every space around the world for being one of the easiest houseplant with flowers to take care of. Kapag namulaklak to guys, you are even luckier. This plant not only serving as air filtering and air purifying, this plant is also considered money magnet. Proven and tested by many that this plant is attracting more abundance, prosperity, wealth, healing, and riches in life when placed in the east portion of your house, because this plant do its thing when located in that particular east portion. Why east portion guys? Because that's where the sun rises, and that represents healing, growth, peace, rebirth, and hope. Sensation is the largest cultivar of Spathiphyllum and produces large, deeply ribbed leaves that give a wild vibe to space. You know what guys, kahit na simple lamang po ang halaman na to, is gustong gusto ko yung malalapad na dahon na ito. Spathiphyllum have been proven to be among the best houseplants to keep improved indoor air quality, which makes it perfect for bedrooms, living rooms, and offices. Not so recommended to place though for people that have cats, dogs, and children because this is mildly toxic if ingested. So make sure to either supervise them or place your peace lily far from them. Even if this is considered to be one of the best house plants, we have to monitor and check this plant because this is not so good for people, especially youngsters and pets. As a bonus point, peace lily sensation happily blooms throughout the year and can reach up to a 2-meter height, which makes it worth looking at. And kapag napamulaklak or nagkaroon nito na maraming suloy or supling, mas maswerte tayo guys. So it means that inaalagaan po nating mabuti ang ating halaman, and para po mas magampanan niya ang kanyang tungkulin bilang money magnet is of course, wag po natin itong hayaan na magkaroon ng tigang na lupa, matuyo ang mga dahon at mga tangkay. Also, not advisable to place in full sun or direct sunlight for it to not have scorching of the leaves, pangungulubot ng mga dahon, ng pagkakaroon ng sunburns, and dark or brown edges. So, you can buy Spathiphyllum sensation from your affiliate shops or stores that you decided to work with people that really recommend this plant to place in your house. This plant is best placed in front door to attract more abundance and prosperity. Also, this filters those negative elements that your guests have been receiving, especially when they are at your home. Also, this plant is best placed in front door of your business for it to attract more customers and maintain that financial stability. Also best placed in the center table because this eliminates those harmful chemicals that are present and visible in the air. So, peace lily sensation care. How much light does a peace lily sensation need? Gaano nga ba ang light requirement para sa halaman na to? Peace lily sensation tolerates low light but prefers moderate to bright light. Direct sunlight, however, will burn its delicate leaves if exposed for a long period of time, meaning that the north-facing windows are great for peace lily, but their growth will be slowed down because of the low light conditions. This is also best grown, positioned, placed, and located in a cool shaded portion of our house where this plant gets minimal, indirect, or filtered sunlight. On the other side, the best light condition for peace lily is next to the east, south, or west facing window if the light is filtered or a few feet away to avoid the direct sun. In those conditions, your peace lily will bloom easily and will grow even quicker. How to water a peace lily sensation. Paano nga bang pagdidilig, guys? Peace lily likes to drink a lot of water and it will tell you when it's thirsty because its leaves will droop a bit. If you don't want to let your plant be in the limit, make sure to water it every time the top 2 inches soil are dry. As a more concrete indication, if your peace lily is placed in a north-facing window or in low light conditions, you must water it around once per week, even though you can make sure to check the humidity level of the soil with a finger method. Dip your finger into the soil. Upon dipping your finger and when you notice that there are soils that are not seen or visible, that's the best time for us to directly do the watering for our plants. And if we notice that when we dip our finger and there are soils that are seen or visible, misting is best done with this plant. On the other hand, if your peace lily is placed in a bright light environment or east, south, or west facing window, you might end up watering twice per week depending on how good the soil drains the water. See to it that you are not overwatering the plants because everything that is too much for the plant is not good, while everything is good but in moderation for this plant. Also, other suggested or recommended soils for this plant is the one that is fast draining and absorbing. We are not allowed to make use of the soils that are not fast draining and absorbing for this spathiphyllum sensation or peace lily because that is prone to root rotting and we don't want that to happen. Worst case is there's a possibility that our plants will die easily because of root rotting. Cut back watering in the cooler months to give the plant a chance to rest and go semi-dormant. And don't leave these plants sitting with water in drip tray. Then the next question for this plant is what is the ideal humidity level for a peace lily sensation? Peace lilies do well in average humidity conditions, but they will be super happy if you increase the humidity by misting its leaves, grouping it with other plants, or using a humidifier. How to fertilize a peace lily sensation. This is one of the questions that I would like to answer based on my experience. Peace lily doesn't need fertilization in order to thrive well. As far as you repot this plant in once a year or every 2 years in order to give it a new nutrient with the new soil. Both things will provide your peace lily with macro and micronutrients that will improve their growth and blooming. This is best and healthy looking when you try to repot this to a larger or maximum container. In case you don't want to maximize its growth, feed it during the growing season using 20-20-20 fertilizer. And based on my experience, guys, this is already proven and tested by Surmi Blogs that the powderized eggshells is one of the mediums for a plant to bloom easily. By the way, guys, this plant blooms or give us flowers that are white, and in the center or at the middle of that white flower there is a yellow what do you call that particular portion That is called a yellow spike. If you notice that the tips of your leaves and blooms turning brown, you probably over fertilize. So what will you do is to reduce the amount of fertilization and make sure you are using a slow release fertilization. So other peace lily sensation care tips. Number 1, mist the leaves to increase humidity. Second, wipe the leaves with a damp cloth and gently dry to keep them clean and healthy. Third, keep it far from cats, dogs, and children because it causes mouth irritation. 4, use filtered water or tap water free of chlorine. Then number 5, fertilize your peace lily during the growing season or repot it every 2 years. Thank you so much guys for continued love and support to Sir May Vlogs. Huwag na po kayo magpawala ng ganitong halaman. Ito po ang magsisilbing money magnet na kung saan ito po ang makakatulong para po tanggalin lahat ng mga hindi ka nais-nais na enerhiya, mga negative thoughts, vibes, anxiety, arguments, and conflicts sa ating bahay. Maraming salamat guys. Ingat po tayong lahat and that in all things, God may be glorified. Enjoy the rest of your day. Wait for my next vlog. Ciao, ciao. God bless us all.